once again.
Afternoon everyone. As requested, a lot of people wanted me to start doing some drive time videos, but not technically a drive time video, more like an introduction to starting stand-up comedy, which I've wanted to do for quite a while now. Well, I don't really tell jokes, it's more about life stories, what have happened, bit of a funny twist. So a bit about my background. Obviously you all know me as Martin. I've lived in this village most of my life where most of the people have got more fingers than teeth. I'll admit, I've always lived in this village. I've got quite a few friends with benefits. Well, I say friends with benefits, all my mates are on job seekers allowance. Never really had a good relationship with my parents, but I've seemed to get by. Like, remember one time I bought my mum and dad a waterbed, but ever since I've had it, they've just seemed to drift apart. Oh, remember this one time, took my dad for his appointment, get some test results. So he fell asleep in the car, so I ended up going in for him. Typical. So I says, I've come for my dad's test results. They says, oh, really sorry, Mr. Simpson, but the test results are inconclusive. So I says, what do you want me to do now? He says, we need a urine sample, a blood sample, and a stool sample. Anyway, so I goes back to the car, he wakes up. Have you got my results? I says, no. He says, what do I need to do now? He says, you need to leave your underpants with a receptionist. One time I took my mum to the doctor's for a checkup. 5 minutes in, she bust out the office. Come on, we're going. I says, what's the matter? He says, come on, we're going, he's a pervert. I said, what do you mean he's a pervert? She says, he just told me I've got a cute angina. Oh, there's some funny stories, but that's just a bit of introduction of some of the stories what happened to me. Remember one time we all went to Agra? They've changed it now, but when it was Agra, never been before. Proper nice Indian. Sat around all these tables, I ain't got a clue what to order, there's all sorts. I just looked at this table and I said to the waiter, is that prawn crackers? And he just said, nah, I was just having a bit of fun. But they have changed it now, they've upgraded it to Jamari, 100% absolutely gorgeous. Went a few weeks ago actually, about 6 of us, and we got all this food, and I thought, it's new restaurant, they're bound to make some mistakes with food and stuff. Anyway, waiter dropped his wristwatch in my curry. So everyone's looking, have you seen that? Has he done that on purpose? So I went, wait a minute, so I shouted him over. I said, excuse me, have you noticed this ticking? He just says, it's not ticking, you asked for beef. And that's a little bit about me. So moving on, I do a lot of one-liners, a lot of jokes. Some people find them funny, some people don't. So anyway, some of my favourite jokes. Remember once I went to a funeral and I says to widow, I says, have you got the code for the Wi-Fi? She says, you inconsiderate arsehole. I just says, is it all in lowercase? Anyway, there's a bloke a few weeks ago, me and our neighbours, we sussed him out, we saw him, he's been fly tipping. So I reported him to the council, come knocking last week. Biggest nut you've ever had, I thought they were selling something. Opens door and he said, did you report me to the council for fly tipping? I said, yeah, we all did. He says, what for? I said, because every week, you know what, for every week at Side at Road you leave a bunch of flowers. Oh, bit of an adjustment. I've just parked up, seatbelts off, I can get comfy. So, there's 2 blokes sat in a pub. One of them's got a dachshund, little sausage dog. Bloke next to him says, that's hygiene, you can't have that dog up there on your lap. He says, it's red hot outside, his paws are red raw. He says, I don't care, you're going to have to put him on the floor. He says, look at his paws, they're red raw. He says, you need to put some metal caps on his feet. She says, what for metal caps on his feet? You've probably all heard it, have you? Well, you will do when it walks down your street. One of my favourites. Lorry driver's going down the street and he sees a monkey at the side of the road. Anyway, it's freezing, night time, 3 o'clock in the morning. And he pulls up, gets his monkey in his cabin, wraps it up. Monkey warms up, gives it a bit of food. Bouncing all over the dashboard, swinging on its rearview mirror. So he gets pulled up. Copper knocks on his window. He said, excuse me, sir. You do realise that's a wild animal in your cabin? You should report it and return it to wherever it belongs. He says, I found it outside the road. He says, it was freezing cold, so I got it in. Wrapped it up, I'm looking after it. I've done my bit for society. He said, Copper said, you need to take that to the zoo. That monkey needs to be in a zoo. He says, yeah, I'll take it to the zoo. Anyway, next night it goes on. Lorry driver's going that road. Monkey's in his cabin again. It's swinging off at headlights. Headlight switch everywhere. It's bouncing off at cabin. So Copper says, pulls him up. Copper says, I thought I told you to take that monkey to the zoo. He says, I did. We're going to the cinema tonight. So I've just got in after taking a trip to pick a few things up. I'm having a chill day today, so I just thought I'll watch a few films. I've just watched a very old German war film about a German alcoholic. It's called Schindler's List. Bloody cats, I can't do it. He's moaning because he wants to go out. What's the matter, Bane? Yeah, I see, he wants to go out. So I sat on settee yesterday, and I said to Bane cat, I says, pass me a remote, and he said, meow. Talking to cats, a few weeks ago, my mate got back from work, high-vis, everything, got all his clothes off, and he chucked them straight in the washing machine, went straight to the gym. Anyway, he got back home, his missus has sat on settee, crying her eyes out with parents sat there. He got around with his gym stuff. What's the matter? What's up? What's happened? She says, what's happened? What's happened? She said, did you check that washing machine? He said, no. He said, well, you know cat likes to sleep on clothes. You've shut door and put it on full spin. It's gone. She said, you've killed it. He says, well, at least it died in comfort. Oh dear, I remember driving past Woodlands Church the other day. And I noticed Vicar, he was spraying Domestos all over crucifixes. So I got my window down. I said, what are you spraying Domestos all over crucifixes for? He just says, I'm trying to avoid cross-contamination. Last weekend, we decided to go camping. It were intense. I've decided to go for a walk yesterday, and I saw some gypsies just at local park where kids play, and I noticed they were taking all bolts off at gate, and I thought, wow, but I didn't say it in case they took offence. Once they're in, they're in. They want to go out, they can't stay in, they can't stay out. Look at them, bloody cats. Vile creatures, aren't you? I hate cats. I can't stand cats, I hate them. Anyway, talking to gypsies, went to a stag do a few years ago. I saw Gypsy Rose. So one of the lads, he went in to get his fortune read, sat down with a crystal ball, and she said, there's gonna be some children coming your way. Eh? Yes, that's right, there's gonna be some children. They're on the way. So he got surprised. As soon as he walked out, he got hit by a school bus. That's just a small selection of my jokes. I've got absolutely thousands, but there's going to be a lot more to come. This is just a trial run. And if it all goes well, hopefully it's going to get bigger and better. So if you like this video, if you don't like it, put some comments, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I'm going to try and grow it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.